I really want to be a triplet, guys. I really want to be a triplet. I was born in Orlando and I'm open to curtain bangs. I swear, I'm open to it. Hi, I want to start quickly with an apology. I was running a little late tonight. I'm really sorry, guys. I got distracted. I totally lost track of time. Honestly, I was watching myself do the New York Times crossword puzzle in the mirror. I look really compelling when I'm kind of firing on all cylinders. What can I say? 5-letter synonym for sexy? Smart. Think about it. I'm Charlie. I'm 6'3". I was told recently I don't act like it. Didn't know how to take that one. It's like, what do you want me to do? Die younger on average? I'm working on it. Rome didn't fall in a day. I think part of it is that I don't really fit neatly into a tall archetype, right? I'm not skinny, lanky, Jim Halpert. But I'm also not super buff, jacked 2023 John Krasinski, Jack Reacher, you know what I mean? I'm sure I'm tall, but I'm not propaganda tall. There's a difference. No, I think I fall kind of somewhere in between the two. I think my best physical peg would have to be Julia Child in her later years. Kind of right near the end. That's what I'm working with physically. She was a tall woman, but a handsome woman, right? We tend to forget that word kind of works both ways. I think also I just like don't really read as a grown man. Accordingly, I kind of feel like I give overgrown child at best. I kind of look like I got left behind on a field trip and stayed, didn't know what else to do. Lived out the rest of my life in a regional art museum. Never got spoken to louder than a whisper. Pulled all my clothes out of the lost and found and got all my sustenance from culture. That's what feeds me at the end of the day, what can I say? No, I've been doing this thing recently where I've been like re-wearing all of the clothes I wore in high school when I was like aggressively, violently preppy. But I think that now that I've like decided I'm hot and cool and live in Brooklyn, that there's like enough like layers of irony on it that I've like reclaimed the aesthetic. Like I put on this outfit and before I left home, I looked in the mirror and I said, "You look punk as fuck." And I believed it in my Madras shirt, vintage Brooks Brothers. Thanks, Dad. Like, okay, in years past, in high school when I wore this shirt, it was kind of giving like, on the rowing team. Kind of, I have a Tumblr blog with the name Kennedy in the URL. But now, you know, I have an apartment in Greenpoint. I have a thigh tattoo, and I smoked one single American Spirit, so when I put this on, it's more like I'm in Vampire Weekend. You know what I mean? Slight tweak, context is everything. What else? I'm on the apps. Too many mozzarella sticks, tell you that much. But I have a bit of a gripe with the apps. I hate that in our current digital age, we still can't schedule send Hinge likes. It just seems like really dumb. Like, how come if it's 2 a.m. and I want to like someone on Hinge, I have to like them on Hinge at 2 a.m.? That's not a good first impression. Thank you. Like, okay, let's do a thought experiment. Everyone, eyes on me. Okay, imagine you're laying in bed, middle of the night, you're about to fall asleep, you're scrolling on your phone, you get a notification. I liked you on Hinge. Jump scare, instantly. Baba Duke, mama, you know what I mean? Like, I may as well have, like, emerged from a dark alley, like, hi, handsome. I also like Lord and Sofia Coppola movies. Should we exchange a few polite messages and then get a weeknight drink somewhere equidistant? Even worse, like, they're already asleep by the time I send it. It's the first thing they see when they wake up. I may as well have been, like, standing over them, watching them sleep. Like, just looked so peaceful. Didn't want to wake you, gorgeous. No. I think I should be able to like someone in the middle of the night, have it delivered to their phone at a sensible, like, 5:30 p.m. the next day, right? That way, spiritually, we kind of bumped into each other on the subway. On the way home from work, we have a story to tell our grandchildren, and we tell ourselves stories in order to live. Joan Didion, may she rest in peace. I gotta say, I relate to Joan. I've really been missing her recently. I too am kind of profoundly misinterpreted by gay men on Twitter every single day. She was slouching towards Bethlehem, I'm slouching towards the block button. Where are my readers in here? I made a pretty big lifestyle change recently. I've stopped smoking weed before I go running. Moderation is key. If you've never done it before, you've never exercised high, it's this amazing feeling when like the THC and the endorphins combine, because it's kind of like, oh, I have access to ancient knowledge. Oh, I'm generating sacred geometry off the dome right now. And it feels really great, but I kind of felt like I was like taking my eye off the prize. Like I should probably be just like looking left and right when I cross the street. Probably don't need to be like rotating the cylinder in my mind right now. Like I can solve the runic riddles later. They'll be there when I get home, time and place. But I do, controversially, prepare ye, gird your loins, I do think that weed is a performance-enhancing drug. If your sport is listening to 1989 and Reputation back-to-back while running through the park on a gorgeous summer day. Or maybe if your sport is pausing on that run to post an Instagram story of a tree with the caption, "I can see the fractals so clearly today." Those are kind of my two main events. I'm the reigning gold medal winner. Might get hit by a car, you gotta play to win, right? You gotta play to win. If I do get hit by a car and die, I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page in the room. I want to be buried when I die. Seems like everyone wants to be cremated these days. What's the deal? What can I say? Ever since I was a little boy, I've just kind of always wanted to be buried. I don't get cremation. I don't get what people are like, no, I don't want to return to the earth in this like gorgeous natural ceremony people have been doing for thousands of years. You know, I think I want to be dust in someone's mouth at the beach. Yeah, that's what I'm with. No, I take it back. Dust in a jar on a shelf. Yes, that's what I want. Like, what are you talking about? We are, unfortunately, in a climate crisis. I don't really see what entitles you to the fossil fuels it will take to burn your body to a crisp. You know what I mean? You gotta start thinking about that stuff. You're not a Viking. You're not a Jedi. You're a product manager, right? So get in the box. Get in the box. Really, I think it's a worldwide conspiracy. I think you guys finally figured out how badly I've always wanted to be a pallbearer. Don't want to let me have it. I guess, I don't know why I have my calloused shoulders. I guess I'll tell these 5 guys in 3-piece suits to head home. Probably don't need to tell you this at this point. I do have a liberal arts degree. Though I'm not like one of those people who's super self-deprecating about their liberal arts degrees, you know, like I maintain my work in the classroom was urgent and important. Art history now more than ever. Images are everywhere. But there is one kind of obvious downside to getting a liberal arts degree, right? Say it with me. The sheer amount of beauty I'm capable of seeing in the everyday gets to be almost burdensome at a certain point. Like, for example, the other day I was trying to get rid of some stuff, clean out my room, get rid of junk, but then all of a sudden I kind of accidentally popped on my critical lens and that's not junk. That's ephemera. That's not garbage, that is the minutia of modernity, you know? Like, this cocaine bear ticket stub is a radical record of my existence through uncertain times. I'm not putting it in the trash can. But it's okay. It's okay, because I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. I'm an archivist of material culture, right? Remember what I was saying about context earlier? That being said, though, if anyone in this room has connections to the CLC network, I would love a general. I have really interesting ideas. What can I say? I was raised on this stuff. I do think my brain is a little bit too far gone for self-care to be effective or especially worthwhile at this point. The other day I was feeling super anxious, so I decided to put on one of those guided meditation YouTube videos. Very quickly found myself turning the speed up to 1.25 and 1.5 times speed. Like, come on, get on with it, land the plane, give me my inner peace now. And so when you do that, not only does all the guided deep breathing start to feel more like guided hyperventilating, like, breathe in, breathe out, in, out. But also all of like the mantras and affirmations start to sound like when a Real Housewife has been like confronted at dinner and she's like backed into a corner defending herself, like, I am calm, I am peaceful, and I am in control of my life. How dare you? I inhale strength and confidence. I exhale shame and worry, you beast. And I'm not even gonna talk about your husband. So it's very entertaining, but it's not very calming. I guess you can't speed run enlightenment. Buddha figured that one out a while ago. World history. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you. Vote for me for Triplet.